I guess it wouldn't be a back massager. I guess it would be a front massager. Yeah. Anyway, that's the point.
Unless you like it in the back.
Do you put a vibrating dildo in your butt?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Is that a thing? Is that protocol? Like, I don't know.
I got something to Google later.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to. No, I'm just gonna ask people that I know because that's wild. I can't have that in my search history. It's already bad enough that I put.
Dattebayo!
I thought that chair was personal.
Bruh,
Oh, what the fuck? Hello?
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, bro, we've been watching this show for too long. Is that an eye? Is that him?
Why is going on outside when he's sitting? Hello?
Ah!
What?
Oh shit! I wasn't ready for that. Ooh, it's probably like an opposite of him.
Yeah, but his eyes are different. I don't think it would look exactly like him.
No, it's like not exactly, but it's like.
But he still has his body type and everything. And then that's the question. Then like, yeah, what? Who are you?
Shit! Who are you?
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
because the voice sounded familiar.
You have a friend? And of course, he's gonna walk in here and he's gonna be like, "Come on, you're back." That's not even his voice, bro.
That doesn't really sound like him, bro.
Not even close. That's not even his, like, bro.
Ah!
But he's not bugging the fuck out. His face is completely different. Why are you not freaking the hell out?
That voice.
See, they're hiding his face on purpose, bro. What's going on here?
Oh, I thought they hit the box too. I was like,
Okay, but he knows the rules.
something.
And what friend are you talking about? You don't have friends. That's Hero. That's Hero. That's Kim. Hey, what if he's the friend? And he's like making him late. He's showing up late for these playdates so he can be in his place for a little bit.
What, the friend is like a ditto?
Yeah. Otherwise, this makes no fucking sense. I thought he was supposed to be like a one-of-a-kind thing. He knows the rules. He knows everything. Okay, never mind.
No, why isn't it showing the face?
Because his face has got to look crazy. Like, we saw what the eyes look like. That shit wasn't normal. It wasn't even like the same type of animation style as the rest of his body.
Yeah, this is not bugging you right now?
No, because Hero's an idiot. I'm sorry to say, but Hero's an idiot. So his friends are Gatsumon.
Yeah, he's a ditto, bro.
What the fuck is going on here? Bro.
I don't have time for this.
Hero, you're trash, bro. You don't even recognize your Digimon's voice? Like, if nothing else, you don't recognize the voice, bro?
So we know who he's waiting on.
Who's that? Right, like, you're dumb.
I can't breathe. What kind of boat?
Dude, he has a cat face. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I didn't know it was gonna be this bad.
What the fuck is going on?
Is he putting on type of spell? He has to.
When and at what point? Bro, what the hell?
I can't make this serious, bro.
Bro, punch him in the mouth, bro. Punch him in his stupid cat face.
I hate it here.
Is he under like a genjutsu or some shit like that? Cause this don't make no goddamn sense.
What? Him too?
Question is he gonna figure it out? But he's like a baby and he's an idiot, so no, I don't think he's gonna figure it out. Pretty sure this thing's gonna pop up out of nowhere and it'd be like, my friend, master plan.
Master Roshi?
Hey, that's the cat. That's the cat from Digimon Try. Yeah, man, come on.
What kind of depressing this episode is this? And you're gone.
Who's like how are they fucking with his head right now? I'm not gonna lie, I got scared because I thought he lost his ability to fly. Cause he's like gonna turn into something else that's not Gamamon.
Bruh.
What kind of buff Gatomon shit is this?
What? It's a whole...
Yeah, you're gonna turn the whole fucking human, bro?
Humans!
Okay, but even if that's the case, then what are they doing to them to make them think that that's not Gamamon, like, at all? Like, they keep saying, oh, look, a new Digimon that lives, as if he doesn't look like him at all. So what is he doing?
Like, that doesn't bug you? Just like you said, just come through the wall. Bro, how many are there?
A lot.
Make him Digivolve.
I'm trying to figure out, is he gonna figure out a way to, like, let it be known through the chocolate? Like, I call it champion, he doesn't even call it that shit?
He's gonna get sick or some shit.
Right, because he needs the spiciness to go to balance out the sweet.
Yeah.
And he doesn't fuck with spicy shit at all. And he doesn't even call it chocolate, you idiot.
Thank you!
No, fuck
But
that.
still.
No, fuck that. He has a cat face, bro. How? What was the difference? What he said? He didn't put him under. What the fuck? Get your dick out of my face. You just gonna cry with your dick in my face? This is inappropriate. This is fucking inappropriate.
That's a Digivolve and just start beating these niggas up. But how?
That's what I'm saying. This is bullshit. They didn't put them under a spell. They didn't, like, hypnotize them. They just put on the costume. That was it.
If these things are champions, I'm gonna be weak. Too easy.
Oh shit, they might be ultimate. Man.
What kind of Team Rocket Punch was that?
Man, that shit was booty.
You're not gonna fight someone and try, you're just gonna Digivolve, huh? What the fuck is going on?
What kind of Deadpool shit is... They all hit the screen like Super Smash Brothers.
Where the fuck you been at?
Remember, she leaves like 2-3 days at a time.
Where the fuck are you at?
At home. Don't say of course. Don't say of course when you thought I was a stranger yesterday. Oh, what the fuck?
Do it hit?
Got a monster mash?
Okay.
Monster Disco. Okay, well, I was close when I said something about Monster Mash.
I don't even know what to say. So this episode happened. This episode happened. That's it.
No.
Because they didn't explain like that.
That's 3. That's motherfucking 3, bro. That's 3 episodes in a row of dog shit. I'ma say it. If nobody else will admit to it, I will say it, and you know I will. Because this episode was dog shit.
This episode
There's
made any
nothing
sense at
about
all.
any of this shit that was remotely sensical. Like, everything made literally no fucking sense from beginning to end. I didn't even have to worry about being, like, freaked out by anything. The only thing that probably, like, got me was, like, when we first saw this nigga's face, because, well, not when we first saw his face, that shit was just comical. His eye. Because we were like,
Because it was like normal eyes and it went to the... I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and after that, I didn't even care anymore. That was just the first one. After that, everything else was just pure comedy. It was terrible. The animation was all over the place. The one area of the whole episode that they put a lot of budget into as far as the animation was Hiro getting face fucked by Gamamon and he was crying. And then everything else was shit after that. Don't get me started on that bullshit PowerPoint fight that we got with Sedimon, or what's the Presselmon?
Bro, he got punched one time. He was like, "Digimon."
Well, he got punched 3 times by one. But he got punched the one time by 3 of them at the same time. But it was the way he got punched. Like they all charged up and the next thing you know, he's flying through the air and just like, really, there's no fluid motion to that at all. We just have to be under the assumption that he got punched. Like you could at least put some effort into that portion of the animation. This looks like it got passed around to at least 2 or 3 different studios all throughout the course of this episode. It doesn't make any sense that this one in particular bar is animated this way, but then all the rest of it is like different tiers of shit animation and regular animation all throughout the rest of the episode. That's bad to me. That's bad to me. I know how a lot of these things work. Give me a fucking break, okay? But again, as I've said several times before, especially when we did Digimon 2020, I don't care because you had the resources, you have the time, you feel me? Like there's no way around that. You don't have a full-on cast like you did in 2020. You literally have the same three main kids and technically 3 main Digimon. Anybody else is a side character and they never matter any fucking way.
Right.
Like, and if we're gonna focus on one in particular character, we don't really need the other ones in there. They could probably send that shit from home. They don't need to be in the studio for that. So spare me with that. But as far as animation goes, yeah, I know it takes like a team of people to work on this, especially if it's week to week, but I don't see this as a thing that's being week to week. I think this is like, I think they're done and we're just getting them as it goes. Like you had time, you have plenty of time. So for that, like I don't buy that. I can't give them that kind of pass and that kind of credit, and I'm not going to either. Like that's fucking ridiculous. But I digress and shit. Next, why? Again, back to the nonsensical shit. Why? How in the hell did no one recognize Gamamon as if his appearance actually changed? Now, correct me if I'm wrong for some of you people who know whoever the fuck that Digimon is, the fake one, Betsumon, I think they said his name was. I don't fucking remember. That thing. Unless he has some type of ability to like infiltrate your mind and like show you something, like something on some Captain Ginyu body swap change now type shit. Like unless he has something going on like that we just didn't see because it didn't get illustrated or animated properly, then cool. I'll accept that. But otherwise, you're wearing a suit with your face still sticking out. How do you not know that this is your Digimon?
And somehow he shrunk when he put the suit on.
Or grew when he
took them off and on. Well, what?
These things don't obey the laws of physics at all. But clearly not, because they're hitting the 4th wall and shit like that. And smashed into the screen like Super Smash Brothers.
It's a game.
Yeah.
What?
No. I don't accept this episode. I don't accept this episode.
When they blew up, fireworks came out their ass.
Yeah. Like what is this goofy shit, bro?
All that time and money spent on that goofy shit, you could have put towards something else.
And it wasn't even good goofy shit. It was still PowerPoint shit. Like episodes like this piss me off because it's like I'd rather you just didn't have it at all and just saved up for like something that's good to come. I know I don't watch the previews or whatever the fuck to see what's coming up next, and I still don't want to know what's coming up next. Because honestly, I just don't feel like knowing these kinds of things, especially with these types of shows, because they do the same thing that they do with most anime, which I fucking hate. They kind of give you a general idea of what's going to happen or what is about to happen in the title, or it spoils some shit in the title. And I don't check previews. I don't want to know. This episode was like the equivalent of M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar: The Last Airbender. What the fuck? It just leaves you with that after it's all said and done. What the fuck did I just watch? Simple.
There was some Adult Swim, the shit you don't watch on Adult Swim.
Yes, the only thing that kept me captivated was the fact that Hero was getting face fucked, and I was really I felt awkward about that because it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Why he
it's not the
hot dick on his face? And
it's because he jumped on his face and started grinding.
And then you pan up and you see this nigga crying. I'm just gonna say that's inappropriate. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Digimon.
None of this shit was sensical. This shit was a stupid fucking episode. Like a really stupid fucking episode. Like really, you should really be ashamed of how fucking stupid this episode is. I might even go on Twitter and just at them and be like, what the fuck did I just watch? I need y'all to like do better. If this is a week to week thing and y'all not done, I just stop. Just don't do it. Just say somebody got COVID and y'all on hiatus for the week. Something. Make up some excuse. Because having episodes like this is not it. It's fucking not it.
Because this series started off okay. It had its up and downs.
Yeah.
Up a little bit. Now it's just...
I was talking to somebody in the comment section last week about that shit. Is that the issue with Ghost Game is that their consistency is trash. Like, what's the difference? What's the difference between 2020 and this shit? Even though in this shit the animation is better, the digivolutions are different. There's it's a new story, so it's unique as fuck. I like that. But and they pace it out more. I like that. But what they don't do that 2020 did was they got to the point. By now, this is what, episode 32? By now in the 2020 reboot, we've gone through like two, three mastermind villains. Yeah. Like we knew that there was a threat, and we're like, all right, cool, what's this threat? And they met said threats, and they essentially handled it. Yeah, it might have been like a tie-centered thing, which we hated, but they at least still got to the point, and they got a lot to the meat and potatoes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that 2020 was like the best shit ever. It wasn't.
What the main point was in this fucking series.
Yeah, like we got to shit. Like they were at Ultimate already by the time 32 came around. They started doing Ultimate shit at episode 10. Like they started off with like, this is the threat. We started off really fucking high. Now let's start from scratch and build our way up. That was 2020 in a nutshell. Here, it's episode 32, and the last one has not gotten the ultimate yet.
Last one hasn't got the ultimate.
And we still don't know what the fuck the problem is. We don't know if
we lost the track.
We don't know if Ghost Gamemon is the issue. We've ran into like, what did I say? I think we ran into like 3 or 4 different like main people who could possibly be an antagonist, but none of them seem to have anything in common with one another. No, we have Satanmon, whatever the fuck that thing was.
That nigga just dipped.
And he left. Arukenimon, but she got killed. Yeah. What the fuck is his name? That random ass Vegemon boss. Oh. They let him walk away. Forgot about that shit, didn't you?
Oh, dude, that nigga who damn near killed himself.
Huh?
So the nigga who died.
Wait, who?
What's his name? The one that fuck, I can't remember his name. I don't have my names. The one that did suicide.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the plant thing.
Yeah.
No, not that one. The actual Vegemon. Remember when they were getting attacked by all them little parasite Vegemon and shit like that, and the old one came around.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like, "Hey, my bad, dog." And we were like, "No, blast him. What the fuck? Why are y'all letting him walk away?"
Or then the one that got R. Kelly on. I was like, "Oh my bad, I just got lost from my homies." So I decided to smoke screen the shit so they could find me. You know what?
No, those were just regular ones. I mean, people who were actually like a real ass threat, like the evil motherfucker. Oh, fucking Cherrymon. That was the other one.
Yeah.
He was an evil motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Like people who actually like Digimon who actually like got people damn near killed or was a real ass threat. And they were all ultimates at this point. Like, where the fuck are any of them? Except for Arukenimon, she died. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't gotten Myotismon.
Myotismon, the Wolfmon, and what the fuck
the was? Fucking Illuminati Triad shit, like with the Monster Mash Club. Like, where the fuck are any of them in any of this? And we still don't know if Gullis is an issue or if he's like on our side or not on our side.
Because all the niggas said, "I'll be back," but they never came back.
And then we get a whole episode where we have to deal with some niggas who's turning bitches into water. But the end of that episode was important because it's like, okay, he's gonna contact his dad. But then like 2 episodes later, he was like, I don't know, nigga.
Nigga, what? This is what you send me in the digital world.
On a leaf.
From all information you know, you're gonna send me, I don't know.
But I mean, to be fair, Hero's question was stupid because a Digimon had a whole ass conversation with him about that, and he didn't like that. And that's why I was saying, like, I feel like this show is centered around Hero's level of morality to a point because he is hard-headed, essentially. Normally, in all the other series that we have, as far as Digimon go, if it's time to end a Digimon, it's time to end a Digimon. We like, if they gotta go, they gotta go. That's it. That's all. Hero's like, nah, we can't kill. I refuse to kill. Like, he's pulling an Aang right now, but he doesn't have an answer because that other version of Shellmon was like, "Hey, yo, some Digimon you can't save, bro. Some of them you actually have to like chuck that shit up and just take them out, like, because you have to, because they're not going to give you a chance to, like, there's no talking to them." And that episode was a perfect example of that because Cherrymon was actually killing humans. He actually killed people. People actually die in this show. They literally die. Some of them get transformed into shit, and some of them make it out on some like weird shit, like Satan.
What was the episode?
Like Satanmon turning them into stone. We thought it was a rap for these bitches, but he was like, all right, bet, no problem.
Yeah, because it was
and he undid it, which was cool. But some of them don't. That was it. The nigga who turned them into sand, they're out of there.
Gone.
Fucking Cherrymon eating them, they're out of there. Like, people actually die in this bitch.
For a second, we put out the
Arukennimon,
oh,
them niggas was dead. Well, some of them anyway. The ones that she actually got, they were dead.
Hey, for a second, with the little girl was turning niggas into dolls.
Yeah, we thought they were.
I was like, yo!
We thought they were out of there, but they undid it.
That was like, hey, how you doing, baby? Was oh shit.
Yeah, no, that shit.
The way these episodes were starting off.
That was where the fuck ups first started. That's where the fuck up lineup first started. This is 3 for 3. So imagine me being this pissed about it. Like, majority of this video right now is probably gonna be more this review section of us bitching about this than the actual reaction itself, because there's nothing. There's nothing to salvage from this bitch. This shit was trash. And I don't know if people are still listening. If you're still listening, I don't know if you can say that you agree with me or you don't agree with me. I really don't give a damn at this point. But I'm just saying, for me, this shit was garbage. And I really hope that they don't pull this shit next week.
These niggas are like Meowth trying to dress up as Pikachu. Like, what?
Bro, they gave him that Team Rocket ass punch and then... Oh, man. Everything was just terrible. The storyline was terrible. The plot was terrible. The way everything was drawn for the most part was terrible. Nothing made any fucking sense. How you don't know your own Digimon's voice, my nigga, is beyond me. You even looked at him like, who the fuck are you? Initially. You initially looked at him and was like...
But it had to be a spell because he was like clipped when he was eating the fucking chocolate. Or champion.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, unless he has something that's like that, then that makes sense.
Get under the spell?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't even illustrate that. That's my issue. If that was the case, that should have been illustrated that he has some type of him under some type of spell.
Because they couldn't.
Because they didn't even do that. They didn't even give us like a visual of like maybe in his mind he looks like Gamamon, and Gamamon looks like something completely fucking different. We got none of that, bitch.
Because when they took over Senpai, they just knocked that nigga out. I was like, yo!
Like, goddamn. And when he opened the door, he was like, what the fuck?
Bah! So
that means you see the face then. So what are you talking about? Like, this is why I don't like that. That makes no fucking sense.
All right, so back at it again. Given the fact that I've given some incredibly spicy and hot takes here, I am willing to say, after giving it much thought and cooling down a bit from my initial attitude that I've had towards this episode, I still stand by what I say by saying this episode was shit. I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to, or expected to, honestly. And me being so upset about the lack that was in this episode really took away from my review portion, because I couldn't even really give the proper respects to the things that had moments where it could have went somewhere, i.e. like the whole Mekomon situation. Mekomon was a pretty good opportunity for a couple of things to happen, and it put a lot of things into question for a couple of reasons. Like, is this the same Mekomon from Digimon Tri? Clearly it isn't, because it's a completely different voice. Like, this one has a man voice versus the Mekomon that we used to have that has a whole female voice. What does it mean? What did his appearance mean? What did his disappearance mean? Does it mean that when you forget, you actually exit out of existence? Or did he just pull a Batman and just leave as quick as he came? Because he popped up out of nowhere as well, and then he just disappeared just the same. So there's questions that I feel need to be answered, and they didn't give us any of those things. There was no closure on this episode, and that's really the part that pissed me off about that.